It's a pleasure to have you here with us. How does it feel to present your work to an international audience here?
It's always nice. I do love a lot Malmo Arab Film Festival, as it's a festival who supported my work since the beginning. My two short films were here in competition, and they both won jury awards. So I'm really grateful to be able to present now my first feature.
Can you tell us what inspired this project and why this story needed to be told now?
I wanted to talk about the friendship between an Arab man and an Arab woman that doesn't transform into a love story. It was important for me to write this because, first of all, those kind of friendship are important in my life, especially at the age of my character, and also because I think it's important to break the cliche of Arab man and Arab woman together in the Arab world. We like to separate the two, the man and the woman. Here it was important for me to create a really intense and deep emotional relationship without ever involving sexuality.
What was the biggest creative challenge you faced while directing this film?
There is a lot of challenge when you shoot in Tunisia, but the weather, first of all, there is a lot. We shot in June. Most of the time, June is super sunny in Tunisia, and we had like a rainy June. It rained so much, so we had to adapt a lot because of that, and also to work with two young actors, and also the secondary role. They are all big names in Tunisia, and they all agreed to do like small scenes. So it was also a challenge to work with them, but alhamdulillah, it all went well at the end.
How would you describe your directing style, and how did it shape this particular film?
I am the kind of director that prepare a lot. I storyboard. I work a lot with my team. I'm not someone who direct on set. I do the preparation, and everything is ready before we shoot. And then when we shoot, we adapt if we need to adapt. But we all come prepared. We know where the camera will be. So we know how I do a lot of repetition with the actors. I work a lot with the set designer. So it's really, I'm the kind of director that prepares a lot before the movie.
What did you want the audience to feel or question after watching your work?
I wanted to create a feel-good movie, and I wanted the audience to have like a good time for 1 hour and 30 minutes. But at the end, I wanted them to also think about how Tunisian youth is beautiful, but at the same time struggles a lot. And I wanted to show that. So it's really, the idea was to feel good, but not empty movie.
Your work often reflects social realities. How important is cinema as a tool for dialogue or change in your view?
I think it's really important. I think cinema is here to not do propaganda and to not create fake countries with fake situation. I think cinema is here to show to your own people the reality and to make them think. And I think the worst thing that can happen is people leaving a cinema without discussing about the film. I don't care if they hated the film or they loved the film, but what is important is they discuss about it, and the person who hated it and why they hated it, and the person who loved it, why they love it. And I think cinema should bring dialogues and create dialogues between people, and that is really important for me.
And dialogue, of course, bring change. How do you see the evolution of Tunisian and Arab cinema today, especially in terms of global reach and storytelling?
I think the Tunisian cinema especially is very well. There is so many good movies, so many movies that goes in festivals, so many movies that bring people in theaters in Tunisia. And Arab cinema in general, also here in Malmö Arab Film Festival, it has so many amazing movies with the different kind of directors and point of view and different kind of genre. So it was amazing to see that, and I think it goes every year. It's more and more important.
How did you work with your actors to bring out authentic performance?
As I told you, I prepare a lot, so we did a lot of rehearsal, a lot of rehearsal. We rehearsed the whole movie. Even if you have 2 lines in the movie, you came at some point in a rehearsal. I rehearsed every scene like that, and also like we spent a lot of time, me, Eya Balera, and Slim Bakar, who act Alisa Al-Mehdi in the movie. We spent a lot of time together, like that we could create a real relationship, and they both create a real friendship outside of the set.
Was there a moment on set that changed your perspective on the film?
No, that changed it. No, I think the whole team and the actors did an amazing job to put in image what was written on the page. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of that. Is what I thought the movie looked like. It looked like what I thought it would look like. So I'm pretty happy with it.
What drives you as a filmmaker today compared to when you first started?
Everything drives me, like the need to tell stories, the need to tell Arab stories, the need to talk about Tunisia, the need to create art in general, to create images, characters. So many things, honestly, and I had the same feeling since the beginning of my career, and I'm so happy to be able to build my dream.
I'm so happy for you, actually. If there is one message you hope audience take with them after watching your film, what would it be?
Is that you have to always keep dreaming, keep trying, keep building, that you don't need to see outside of you. You have everything inside, and our youth and our children, the Arab children, we all have to dream big for our own countries, and like Alisa, we should be fearless to build whatever we want.
You mentioned a scene that it was like started somehow discussions about like hating the movie or just like it, and somehow in some festivals you needed to cut few seconds or few frames from it. Tell me about the scene and the context about it.
It's always complicated to do movies in our region because there is so many elements that can shock the public. By example, in my movie there is a lot of rude words, but this is how young people speak in Tunisia, and they want to change it, to censor them. And when you do a coming of age movie, you have also like a part of a sexuality, and it was important for me to show every part of the reality and to not censor. Censorship is something awful, I think, and it's my duty. I don't care if I shock people or not. The film there has nothing shocking, but it's true that if you are a conservative and a big conservative, you're not going to like this movie. So for sure that started the discussion, and I know that people say, why is there so many rude words in the movie? And when I say, yeah, but it's like this in real life, and they say, but you shouldn't you should show the kids that they shouldn't speak like this. And I say, I'm not the Ministry of Education. I'm not a propaganda tool. I'm not here to educate people. This is not my goal. Is not to educate people. My goal is to show a reality of Tunisia everywhere on the planet, and even in Tunisian, to show my point of view. Also, there is so many reality. So I always say that, like, there is, I don't have the duty to make look better Tunisia than it is. My duty is to show Tunisia as I see it.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm so proud of seeing three Tunisian women directors in the same festival, which is very, very impactful, insightful, and so positive impact, actually. What is your ambition? And we close with that.
My ambition is to keep doing movies, to bring people in Tunisia back in cinema, and to have the possibility to show my culture everywhere on the planet.
Thank you very much, Amel, for conducting this one. Thanks.